G'day mate and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, in case you don't keep up with Twitter and I even put out a community post for something different. Yeah, we got some friends. I even put out a community post and it's been known for a couple of days on my Discord. I've been unwell. I've caught the dreaded man flu, and I've actually been a complete write-off for an absolute week. Which normally means, like, I keep a backlog of a couple of videos. Normally 3, 4, 5, somewhere in that vicinity, which we've actually run through. So I'm now recording basically right now for this episode that maybe you're going to see tonight if I manage to get it processed. More likely you're going to end up seeing it tomorrow, depending on processing time and all that sort of fun stuff. So, g'day mate, welcome back to Factorio. I have no idea what the plan was that I specified at the end of the last episode. What we are going to do is we're going to move our defenses up. We're going to clear out all this area. This biter base has appeared, and I can see that the biter base is in these two tiles because it is absorbing the pollution like crazy, which means they're evolving, which means they're spawning, which means they're going to keep sending attacks. And as the whole north wall is protected by gun turrets, they're going to chew through my gun turrets. I'm also going to have to do something about more power. We are running power off solid fuel, so we have a little bit of leeway with power. There is another coal patch up here, so we have that as well. And at the same time, if we clear out this spider nest, we can probably capture all this area and get lots more coal and lots more oil and not have any power real problems. So how are we going to do that, you may ask? Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come and stand inside the lodging network, and I'm going to hope that I've automated. I haven't automated robots. I've been handcrafting them, and they require steel, which we don't have any of. So I'm going to take steel out of all these furnaces and go find a red circuit belt to go stand on. And yes, I have a habit of leaving the robots behind all the time. It's fine. They'll catch up. Find a red circuit belt to stand on. Thanks, autosave. And make some robots. A lot of robots, actually. Because we have robots. I don't really want to go out and manually build all the defenses. I would much prefer to be a bit of a lazy bugger and have the robots actually build the defenses for me and bring all the materials forward for me. Okay, I don't need these, so these can go back in here. I don't need those. Those can go back in there as well. Where else do those red circuits go? Oh, look, there's a whole solid belt of them. We can eat that belt as well. Ideally, I should actually have robots automated in my make almost everything, and it's probably a good idea. Do we have... I don't actually even have red circuits coming down here yet. It's a later problem. Gears, grab some of those. We have lasers automated somewhere. I've gone and marked. I've put some markings on the map. So, like, that is stone brick production. We just do this by right-clicking anywhere on the map, and then we can put down markers. That's copper. That's iron. That's our steel, and I actually want to double, if not triple, our steel in the next episode or two. Haha! 200. So I've got plenty of lasers. That's not really an issue. I got power poles. I got power poles. don't have wall. Did wall ever end up going back into the network? Wall, no. Okay, so whilst we're here, we might as well put wall in the network. Make some more of those. Make lots more of those. Okay, now I'm out of red circuits. Military, that one. Chest, no, one more tile with a inserter and a power pole, and probably cap it to 500. That's probably enough. And I should probably upgrade those inserters at the same time. Okay. Actually, what do car still have? Car does still have lots of gears. Are there lots of red circuits I can go? Yes, there's lots of red circuits I can go stand on. Because at the moment, any purple science we do is really held up by the fact that we just don't have any steel. Although there might look like there's lots on the belt, in actual fact, same as the red circuits, you can see there's lots on this second belt, because the second belt goes nowhere. But the first belt, one whole side of it is clear, because we're only consuming one side of the belt. That was a lot of red circuits. It's fine, it's what we wanted. Lots of robot ports. Gear belt. Even our gear belt was the wrong way around. Okay, out of steel again. That won't have replenished. I'll do this. It's probably enough. Probably enough. 20, 30, 40 robot bolts. Should be heaps. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to pick a spot to say, okay, this is going to be our front line, and it's probably a good spot that we pick sort of where we've already got the lasers. And so I want to go laser. We go 1, 2, let's leave a gap. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So every fifth one will actually put down a laser. And then power pole, hang on, let's put that down a tile. That should not line up at all, I betcha. Yeah, it doesn't. If I move that down a tile, it now lines up. Okay, so the other thing I want to add to that is I want to add walls. If I just go over here and press Q on a wall, it'll then be highlighted in my hand as a ghost, and I can pop them down. Alright, now I need robots to come place said walls and lasers and all sorts of fun stuff. At the same time, I actually have personal robots. So if I request 150 lasers, and gonna request 500 wall. Hopefully all the Logibots will take off, and they will grab the lasers from here. Yeah, it already says it wants to pick up 150 of them and bring them to me. Now it's going to take them a while. It's going to take them a very long while to get all the way over here, pick them up, fly from, where are we? Laser turrets. I'll put a map marker on that one as well. From there, all the way to where I am. And obviously, I don't want to hang around and wait all that time. So, in the meantime, I'm going to copy and I'm going to paste. And I'm just going to keep walking up. But I don't want the robots to stop delivering things. Ooh. Okay, we might. Whoa, 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 whoa. Please. Okay, these attacks are getting much more violent. Wow. I don't want to step outside this orange construction zone. Okay? Oh, that's a lot of acid. It's really important that I stay inside that orange construction, or that orange logistics zone, because I want the robots to keep bringing me stuff. I'm starting to think that maybe my lasers are not close enough together. Really? Yeah, the attacks are getting, they're getting bad. So, if I put down another Roboport, that'll mean I stay inside that construction zone, or that logistics zone. I want that blueprint. There, 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 there. Another Roboport. All the way up there, which is probably way outside my construction zone. Yep, it's outside my personal robot zone. So I've got to move it back in closer. Because I don't want these robots that are bringing lasers and other things to turn around and start running away from me, because suddenly I've walked outside the zone. Meanwhile, we can just keep placing up further and further. And the robots, like my personal robots, will do some of the building. What they don't do, the base robots should take over. Or it's a little bit the other way around. But now, look, now we've got some stuff in our inventory. We don't have to worry about it too much. We can go for a bit of a wander outside the Logi range. Come on, I want these power poles done. Power is the most important thing, because lasers don't work terribly well without them. And we keep going up further and further and further. Power pole. Oh, power pole. I missed again. Obviously, man flu recovery stage affects your mouse accuracy. You would agree with me, wouldn't you? I guess it depends on whether you're male or female when watching this video. Okay, that's a little bit savage. We know from the last wave that came in, I don't think we can quite fend this off without lots and lots of laser coverage. So I'm going to help the bots out, and I'm going to place anything I possibly can. Can't reach? What do you mean can't reach? It's a blueprint. Yeah, they've started picking on the bots flying over the map. So we'll just take them out on the way through. Ow, ow. It's fine. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, do I have... Okay, let's make an energy shield. That seems like a good time to have a little bit of extra defense. Okay. Paste that one down. Paste that one down. That one. Another Roboport. Right there. Hook up the power. Where do we want to go? We want to go up to about here. I'm just going to put any marker on the map, just so I've got a location to aim for. And I can, oops, I can see that marker on the map just above me. Alright, let's take out 4 solar panels, put the shield in. So something else we can do in the way of combat is we can bring power with us and put down a row of lasers. And I can already hear a worm going crazy. He sounds pissed. And we can just slowly work our way into range. Let's deconstruct those, and those, and those. Turns out I didn't have enough on me. Don't you robots take them away, I want them. Too late, they're gone. Okay, robots will try their best to repair things, whilst also, hopefully, putting down new lasers to deal with the biters. That was somewhat successful, but more importantly, it's done. It's done. Biter nest has been cleared out. We obviously need some radars, which, again, I don't think I've actually automated yet. That was an important power pole. Put it back. Yep. Okay. So if we can get to about that where that marker is, yep, we can then turn and go sideways. Go back to this blueprint. That one, that one, that one. Is that far enough? Yeah, that's far enough. Okay. So then I want to go this way. Now, at the corners, you really want to double things up. Corners are definitely a zone where biters like to... They will like to pick on. They will hit corners often and hard. And actually, what I should be doing is copying large chunks like that, because that is so much quicker and easier to line up. Put Roboport there. And this looks fairly safe to just paste this whole section in now. And as long as the base robots can't get the build orders to build the power poles and lasers, and your personal bots get the orders themselves, you'll see, because they're on site, because they have the materials, they'll get them done a lot faster. And if I'm really lucky, I can make it all the way across to where this little outpost is. And then I can get power from there to run back, which will power up all these lasers. And then I can work my way backward, putting down the roboports. Yeah, that should get us close enough. Done. They're all powered. Okay. So, radars. It's not complaining about a missing radar, so that's probably a bonus. We want a roboport. If I can get a roboport there, no. Yeah, one right there. That means I should be able to copy and paste. Paste, so I should be able to go there to there to there. That'll be maximum length. And then maximum length again. Come on, robots, back in my inventory. Oops. Put a radar down. There we go. And then let's get one in this outpost. So now that we've got construction range all the way up here, it means that the main base can have robots flying all the way across here, which is fine because that's all within sort of our zone, our protected area. And there's 10,000 walls that they've still got to put down, which they will get to eventually. Hopefully they don't actually run out of... No, so there's still 100... Actually, a whole bunch of Logibots just took off with lasers. To bring directly to me with absolutely nowhere to charge in the middle. So they'll take a while and probably a couple of tries to get up here. But they'll bring up lasers. There should be enough lasers in the passive providers or in the network for the robots to finish putting these guys down. There is a lot of walls that need to be built and replaced, and that's perfectly fine. The robots will get to it slowly over time, which is perfectly fine with us. Hopefully there's enough lasers there to keep the biters out. And yeah, we've successfully claimed a good amount of area without having to manually go through and build it all, just by sort of leapfrogging Roboport to Roboport to Roboport. It does come with flaws, There is a chance that you can get attacked halfway through and lose lots of robots and lots of resources that are flying through the air. And we sort of saw that with the biter party that came down here, but luckily I was close by and I could just take them out. Yeah, we can see robots are flying straight up and running out of power and having to come out to the wall to get a recharge to then keep flying. This is a less than ideal system to start with, but I can put roboports through the middle area, so to speak, so we've got some charging on here. But actually in the next episode, what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to start mass deconstructing. So I'm going to deconstruct all these gun turrets we no longer need, some of which are in robot range, some aren't. And then we can put down a couple more steel smelters. We can get this this iron hooked up to a couple of unload stations to run our iron better, but more importantly, really increase our steel production, because that's really holding us back at the moment. We should get Purpose Science running, which should... Where are our labs? All the way over here. Should get our labs ticking over faster than 2 or 3 of them at once. So, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for putting up with my sickness. I can tell I sound less than perfect at the moment, but it is what it is. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.